Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Neerja Dikshit, and in today's video, we are going to discuss about the part 2 of our previous video, which is what after you become a soft skills trainer. So what is the roadmap once you have become a soft skills trainer? How will your career journey or the life cycle will look like? Now, in this video, I will be talking or starting with the early roadmap or the early journey or the entry level role, and then we will discuss about where you can reach up to. Just like other times, I'm ready with my notes. I may take some help from the notes in between. Let's see what you can expect for yourself once you have positioned yourself as a soft skills trainer in either corporate or academics. In this video, I will talk mainly about the roadmap or the career journey that you can see in corporate. Now, we will imagine the scenario that you have joined as a full-time soft skills trainer in an organization and you want to stay in this field for at least 10 years. So let's see where you can reach once you have started this journey. For 0 to 2 years when you have just started working. So it will give at least 2 years to yourself to learn everything, learn a lot of principles, the techniques of engagement, techniques of facilitation, and the activities. How do we deal with difficult learners? So there will be so many things that you need to learn in the first 2 years. And in corporate, you will be learning more about the environment in the office environment, like what are the trainings which are needed in corporate. So you will be having an idea about those things as well. Now let us talk about the role. So initially your job role will be focused more on the execution part, not the strategy part, because initially you have just started working in corporate. They will give you some pre-designed sessions that you have to facilitate to the audience or the learners or the participants. So here you will be more focused on the delivery part, more focused on the coordination part, coordination with learners, participants, and the HR teams, and like the other people or the stakeholders that we can call in this scenario. The design part will not be in your hands yet. You will be handling the basic modules such as communication skills, presentation skills, grooming, etiquettes. You can facilitate these sessions initially. Stage 2 part, where the 2 to 5 years of roadmap designation will become of a corporate trainer or behavioral skills trainer or learning and development specialist. I have positioned myself as a learning and development specialist. Now I will tell you how this job role will be focused, like what will you be handling in the corporate scenario if you are a learning and development specialist or a behavioral skills trainer or a corporate trainer. Apart from this, there is one more thing that I want to tell you. When we are talking about the corporate trainers, so they are not only the behavioral skills trainer that we call as corporate trainers. There can be other types of corporate trainers as well. For example, you can be in the technical domain where there are so many topics nowadays that a lot of trainers are required for the AI part, if I have to be precise. So you can become a corporate trainer in the AI part, including the behavioral skills part, and here you will have an edge over other people because you are a mix of both. You have an idea about so many other things that normally people like me who are from a non-technical background do not have. However, you can, as a non-technical student, you can always keep on upskilling yourself and learn the new AI tools which are emerging nowadays in the market. So this is how you will be in 2 to 5 year roadmap. And here your package in a full-time entry level role, it can go up to 6 to 10 lakhs per annum. Again, it varies as per the location, as per the company, as per the institution that you have been working with. Once you have completed at least 2 to 3 years in this, now your role will be more focused on the facilitation, designing part as well, and also the strategy. They will start giving you an idea about how to strategize the learning pathways, how to make strategies to achieve the outcomes or the learning goals. There is one more thing which is called as instructional designers. Now the instructional designers, they themselves have a 4 year degree, so I will not offend them but you can definitely gain some certifications where you can add on instructional designer to your profile as well. Now instructional design profile, or I can say this particular thing, is still emerging in India. Our country is yet to be in that field, but it is a very good skill to have because then you will have an idea about different software tools such as Articulate 360, and there are so many other LMS tools on which you can work and design the learning pathways. So in corporate, like they have their own LMS sometimes, and there are like all the trainings, the virtual ones, they are done there. All the study material or the content is dropped or saved on those LMS. So you need to have an idea about how do or which LMS they use. I will make another video on an LMS thing separately. So for now, this is it in your 2 to 5 year journey or the roadmap. Now let us talk about the next step. It is very interesting, to be very honest. Now, if you have done it for 2 to 5 years, it means you have something in you and you can definitely go beyond that. I am right now on my year number 3, and I feel like I will be in this field for quite some time. I love this. I love this field. That's why you see so much excitement on my face right now while sharing all this roadmap, because I can see myself climbing the ladder in this manner. So I will also talk about the freelancing part separately. Right now, we will be more focused on the full-timer part, as I've said earlier. Now we have come to stage number 3, which will be from year number 5 to till year number 8. Now these 3 years, they can give you the designations of senior training manager, a learning and development manager, senior corporate trainer as well. Now let us talk about what will your job role look like. In the stage 3, your job role will be now more specific towards designing the learning pathways. Here you may reduce the facilitation part or the role here, because now you have all the strategies, all the skill set to facilitate the sessions as well. I totally get it. You will be an expert in designing end-to-end learning cycles, where we will start with the pre-assessment part and we will go till the evaluation part. So in many corporate offices or settings, like I know if there are any fellow corporate trainers watching this video, you know that most of the times the corporate trainers or the soft skills trainer or the facilitator comes only for the delivery part, only for the content delivery. But once you have become a senior manager or senior training manager, you will not have to deliver a lot of training material, or the facilitation part will decrease and your strategy part will increase. You will be now designing the learning pathways, designing new strategies on how can we focus more on driving the outcomes of the learning programs that we are designing for the company. We have reached our stage number 4, where we will be starting with year number 8 till year number 12. Now, in this scenario, you may become a senior learning and development manager, talent development manager. Talent development is also such an interesting field in this scenario. Here, you will be more focused on employee life cycle in the institution that you are working in. So, you will be designing how they are going to be promoted, or what type of needs or learning needs we need to cater to the employees in this scenario. You can also become a learning and development consultant by then, because you are now in the year 8, so you have almost all the qualities which are required to become a consultant. Your roles now will be more focused towards developing leadership programs, training with business goals, and managing the junior trainers. Now you will have a team where you have to deal with the facilitators or the junior or subordinate trainers, where you can guide them on facilitation techniques, on the pre-assessment part or the evaluation part, and anything which comes in the learning cycle. Then you have now more of a strategic role, where you are designing like what are the needs, you are observing it very closely in the department or in the office. Now let us talk about the stage 5, which is 12 plus years. Once you have entered the year number 12, you may become head of learning and development department. Then you will directly work with CXOs to understand their needs of the organization, what type of culture do they want to develop, what type of learnings they want in their employees. Then you will have these roles where you will be working closely with the founders, or you can also become chief learning officer. Okay, so this was all about the full-time role, or I can say the career roadmap. So this was it about your roadmap in this field as a full-time trainer. Once you start with a full-time trainer, and if you want to reach till the head of the department, or you want to work with the C-level executives, you have to work at least for 10 to 12 years in the field. That's it for this video. I will talk more about the freelancing part. If you're interested in the freelancing part, you can drop a comment and I can make the separate video on how to approach the clients, how to do the outreach part. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.